Scorpio, welcome back to the channel. Monica Lube here at the Love Messages. So today we are going to be doing your reading for the month of November. And in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and I'm going to pull some advice. Now, if you're interested in details about this reading, maybe you want the extended, how your person feels, the link for that is going to be in the description box. I promise you it's there this time. I stopped doing extendeds for quite some time now, but I've hopped back on that horse, and yeah. So if you're interested, that's going to be linked below. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Pentacles. In the recent past, Scorpio, you have the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Emperor, and you have the Seven of Cups. Okay, so in the recent past, I feel that there was, an opportunity here for something new to start. Maybe someone here made an offer to you here in the past. I feel in the recent past you had a lot of options, like you had a lot of choices, a lot of choices here. I do also feel that out of all of these choices that you had, okay, especially if this is about love or dating, one looked very stable. One looked like it can, it could bring a lot of stability and purpose into your life in the past. There could have been a lot of confusion in the past about a particular person, but it became very clear that this person had a lot to offer, and you may have decided to move forward with this person in the past. Okay, we're going to find out more in a moment. In the present moment, you have the Lovers, you have the Six of Swords, and you have the Ten of Cups. There's a lot of uncertainty connected to a love connection that you're involved in the present moment. I do feel that there's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of emotion swirling between you and this person, but there's a reason why this person's left or why they've disconnected. Something here happened between you and this person. Maybe there was a disconnect. Maybe the emotions, the love here has been compromised for some reason. Okay. Could have a lot to do with something from the past. Maybe there was a lot of uncertainty connected to this relationship here in the past. But either way, it's interesting because in the present moment, this situation that you're involved in, it looks really happy. It looks like it's bringing a lot of happiness, fulfillment, abundance, but then there's also this energy of disconnecting in the present moment. Some of you are asking, why is this person disconnecting in the present moment? I thought we were good. I thought we were fine. So we're going to find out why this person's disconnected or why they've left, because you want some sort of clarity on this. In the near future, you have the Queen of Cups, you have the Five of Wands, and you have the Four of Cups. The reason why somebody here is upset, okay, the reason why somebody here is upset in the near future is because they feel ignored by you. Okay, I'm getting a water sign, maybe a Cancer, maybe a Pisces. I'm also getting a Leo here. Okay, somebody here feels ignored, and I feel that there's going to be a conflict here in the near future. Okay, and this is very much connected to the retrograde that's happening. Retrograde, by the way, is happening in your sign, Scorpio, which means there could be something that you overlooked. And during your birthday month, it could come up to the surface where there's an unresolved issue or conflict. Something here needs to be addressed. I think what needs to be addressed is the fact that somebody here has been either hiding their emotions or they've had a hard time maybe expressing how they feel. Okay, so let's get into the reading. Let's do some clarification. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so in the recent past, Scorpio, you have the Four of Cups, the Moon, and the Page of Wands. So even though there was this strong energy here between you and this person of, we're going to move forward, we're going to have a new beginning together, there was still this feeling that somebody didn't feel wanted. They felt rejected. I feel like this was you or maybe your person. On the surface, things looked great. It's like, ooh, new beginning, you know, in love, new beginning in maybe career, new beginning, new opportunity here. It's going to bring a lot of stability, but something here was happening behind the scenes. Either you were ignoring it or somebody felt ignored here in the past. So even though you started something new, even though it looked like it was going to bring you success, somebody here didn't feel valued or they didn't feel wanted here in the past. And I feel this was never addressed because the moon is here. Wherever the moon is, it's indicating a lot of things that were really left unsaid. Things were left undone. There was a lack of maybe, you know, expressing how somebody felt. Maybe somebody felt, you know, I feel like, and when I'm talking about somebody, I'm talking about somebody that you were intimate with. This is a personal relationship because the moon is here. Okay. This person, they wanted to move into a new direction with you, okay? But they may have hid their true feelings. Maybe they didn't express to you how they felt. Maybe they felt rejected by you or you felt rejected by them. And this really brought a lot of confusion here in the past. The confusion that came up in the past was, even though it feels that this person can bring me the stability that I want and the opportunity that I want, I still don't feel 100% wanted by them, okay? So there could have been another motive here in the past of why this person wanted to be with you or why you wanted to be with them. Now, in the present moment, you have the Judgment, the Empress, and the Death. Somebody here in the present moment is finding it really hard to be nurturing, loving, and supportive because they feel that it's done in the present moment, okay? Somebody here is disconnected. I feel like this is your person. They've disconnected or they've like remove themselves from you because they've realized something. And what they've realized is that they need time to maybe disconnect to determine if this is something that's going to bring them value. Okay? And it's a relationship. Why did they leave, Monica? Why did they disconnect? What happened? Somebody here in the past didn't feel valued by you. They didn't feel that you were 100% in it with them. They may have felt like, okay, maybe we're not meant to be together. Maybe this is not meant to be. Why am I wasting my time here? I'm also getting the reason why somebody is left in the present moment is because they don't feel nurtured. They don't feel loved. They don't feel supported. They don't feel really wanted 100%. That can also be the case too as well, okay? So this is what I'm seeing in the present moment. There's something that is coming to a realization about the connection. And it's almost as if someone here in the present moment, like they can't hide anymore how they feel. It's like, this is how I feel. I can't hide it anymore. I just have to show what it is that I'm feeling, okay? So what happens in the near future? You have the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. I think the time that you and this person take to separate yourselves from one another, this could be another water sign you're dealing with, maybe a Pisces or a Cancer. I'm getting more of a Pisces though, or maybe a Taurus. You're going to realize the more you're separated from this person, the more you and them are holding on to one another. Like there's still this very strong connection between you and this person. But what is going to come up here, okay, is what I mentioned in the past. If somebody's been suppressing their feelings and not expressing by saying, look, I feel not wanted by you. I feel rejected by you. I feel like somebody here is finally expressing how they feel. It is going to create a little bit of a ripple effect. It is going to feel like, oh, now they're mentioning this? Like, why are they now mentioning this? Why weren't they mentioning this before? Why is it an issue now, right? And I feel this could be you or it could be your person. Somebody here blows up in the near future, especially during this Mercury retrograde, and it's like, well, why haven't you been paying attention to me? Why didn't you call me? Why haven't you made an effort? Why haven't you this, da, 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 da. So I still think you and this person want to be together. I still think there's a strong connection between you and this person, but I think there's certain things within the connection that are not being addressed. And the more these things are not addressed and the more they're swept under the rug, the more the separation happens, the more the division happens, the more the problems happen. And this is what's leading to the overall energy in November of being, well, is this person really meant for me? Are we meant to be in a relationship? Should I just cut this person off and move on? I don't want to make a mistake again. So the whole month of November is like reevaluating if this relationship is worthy of a long-term commitment. Do you two love each other? Absolutely. Do you two want to be together? Absolutely. But is there enough sustainability to create something long term that is going to satisfy both you and this person? If the answer is no, this is the reason why this issue is happening in the present moment. Okay. Now, my throat is a little parched. Excuse me. Which means somebody's having a hard time expressing how they feel. They're afraid of being judged. They're afraid that, if they express how they truly feel, maybe they're not going to be understood. And this is also going to determine how successful your relationship is going to be. Now, I want your reading to be longer, but your reading's very straightforward. And we're going to keep it like that, okay? All right, let's get some advice. Let's see advice. Okay, Scorpio, your advice here, 3 of Wands, 3 of Swords, and the Page of Cups. The biggest piece of advice here is not to be afraid to move forward with this person, okay? The more you're afraid to move forward with this person, the more there is, cold feet, the more there is this feeling of, well, what if this person hurts me? What if this person this and that? It's very important that you express how you feel and your person expresses how they feel as well too. Even though you're afraid of maybe saying the truth or expressing how you feel, it's so important to be transparent in love, okay? Some of you also are being called to forgive this person for maybe what they've done or what they've said to you in order to move forward. The more you hold on to pain, grudges, anger, upset, the more you hold yourself back. There's something here about open communication. There's something here about forgiveness, okay? Your biggest piece of advice is not to walk around with a hurt heart, with pain. Be willing to be open and express how you feel, because once you do that, the doorway will open and the energy will flow and you'll finally be able to move forward in the right direction, okay? So Scorpio, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks for tuning in and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.